What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stephanie, and in today's episode of Sex Smarts, we are going to be talking about masturbation. It's good for you. Man, if you were to tell my younger self that I was going to be talking about masturbation on camera for anybody to see, I wouldn't believe you, but I think it is a very important subject to talk about and be open about. So before we get into it, I want to throw out some stats here for you. So in a global study by Tanga in 2018, they found that 92% of men masturbate and 76% of women masturbate. Pretty big gap there. But at the same time, 55% of Americans do not talk about masturbation. I think it's still a very taboo subject, just like a lot of sex subjects in general. So that's why we're talking about it. I really wanted to create this series in order to have an open, honest, safe space for us to talk about these things. So not only does masturbation have a lot of really cool health benefits, it is really honestly crucial in understanding your own body, understanding your needs, and in turn, really like exponentially improving your relationships with others. I found another study by Joyce McFadden, who is a psychoanalyst. In 2008, she did a study where 70% of the respondents in her study felt guilty about masturbating, and these are all women. And 80% of them were never taught about masturbation as a normal aspect of human sexuality, with 4 out of 5 of those women being under the age of 35 and being raised by mothers of the post-feminist era, which is exactly who I am. I never discuss masturbation with my mom, ever, not to this day. So, I mean, hi, Mom, if you're watching this, hello. In that same study, 88% of these women reported a strong desire to hear other women's thoughts and feelings on masturbation. A really cool quote that I got from her is, "If we don't learn from each other, we only perpetuate the discomfort and hand it down to our daughters." So here we are. Let's talk about it openly. Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I really like to masturbate. It's definitely gonna be you somewhere. Okay, let's get into it. So what are some of the benefits of masturbating? Well, first and foremost, I think I almost don't even have to address this really. It releases sexual tension. If you're feeling horny, you can go ahead and masturbate, feel real good, put you in a better mood, release some endorphins, and you're good to go. So that's like something that I don't really even have to explain. But besides that, masturbation can reduce stress. Orgasms release prolactin, which is a hormone that triggers relaxation, as well as oxytocin, which reduces cortisol levels. These are both hormones that are very important in your physical and mental well-being. After these hormones are released, you might see an immediate positive shift in your mood. Masturbation has been proven to help with stress. So if you have a long, stressful day, this might be just the ticket for a little bit of R&R. And speaking about R&R, masturbation is really great in aiding in sleep. Everything in your life depends on sleep. It is a huge factor in your mental and physical well-being, again, just like stress in your daily functions. But sometimes you just lay in bed and you toss and you turn. You got so much stress, running thoughts, you're so tired, but your body just won't shut down. I know from personal experience, when that happens to me, and it can happen to a lot of people, masturbating can definitely help in that. It just helps you relax, get your body at ease, your mind at ease, and help you drift off into sleep. One of the really fun health benefits that I have here is that masturbation can help relieve menstrual cramps. Before an orgasm, a woman's uterus is more relaxed, but during climax, muscles contract, increasing blood flow and relieving the cramps. And the chemicals that are released to the brain act as natural painkillers. We're talking about oxytocin here, I believe amongst other hormones. From this article I found, it says that women who masturbate often report it helps to relieve menstrual cramps and even improve the symptoms of PMS, such as irritability and crankiness. So this is just like a super fun way and natural way to relieve some cramps as well as PMS symptoms. Masturbation can help improve your self-esteem and your body image. This is one of the biggest forms of self-love and self-exploration that you could ever do. It is something that you do for yourself, by yourself. I mean, not necessarily always by yourself, but you do it for yourself. It's just kind of a rare thing, you know? I feel like a lot of people, a lot of us tend to spend all our time when we're thinking about ourselves, criticizing ourselves. And in a way, this is a singular form of self-love. Through learning about your own body, you learn to appreciate it more. I think in a journey of self-love, I get questions about that all the time. This is a really key tool that you can use. And this is definitely something I want to discuss more. I would say this is like part 1 of a masturbation series, potentially. I really do feel like masturbation is a tool in order to learn more about your body, see how amazing it is, see what it can do, and it really can heighten your self-esteem and your own image of your own body. Masturbation increases the ability to have orgasms. Once you figure it out, I mean, like, you don't necessarily always, figure everything out. Once you figure some of it out, you can get back to it. You could do it again. Practice definitely makes perfect. And there are so many different types of orgasms that you can have depending on your body positioning, where you are doing it, how you're doing it, obviously. Masturbation just really helps you figure out the ebb and flow of your own body. And it helps you master stuff like multiple orgasms, which are the best. And it also helps you increase the ability to have orgasms with a partner. So yeah, let's just jump right into that. Masturbation enhances sex with a partner. There are so many factors that come into play when having sex with a partner, when having great sex with a partner, and knowing your own body and feeling confident in what pleasures you can be a huge factor in this. Studies have shown that women who masturbate have more sexual satisfaction with a partner, and that is because you know your own body, you're able to explain what you like or just show them. Otherwise, it could be really an uphill battle to have an orgasm with somebody else. It really is up to us to figure out our own bodies, because obviously nobody's really teaching us about it, at least up until this point. I actually found this really crazy study. There's a study that found that over 60% of undergrad students in this class falsely believe that the clitoris is located inside the vaginal canal. Many of these students also mistakenly believe that women orgasm from intercourse only. And obviously this is a mixed class of men and women, but that is 60% of people who thought that the clitoris is inside of the vaginal canal. The vast majority, and I'm talking about real majority of female orgasms come from some form of stimulation of the clitoris, whether that be with or without a partner. And I'm not going into how to reach orgasm in this video. I'm not sure if I'd ever make that video, but what I'm saying is, in order to have a more fulfilling experience with a partner, it is important to understand your body. Going back into like self-esteem and body issue, I feel like when you know what satisfies you, it is so empowering and so sexy. Like, I feel that within myself, and that translates to when you are with somebody else. When it comes to sex, I think it's really important to be very true to yourself. And obviously you want to pleasure your partner, but sex is about you too. And I never put that on the back burner. I know what I want out of this situation. And to be honest, like, it is very fun for all parties involved. I feel like there's so much to talk about when it comes to female orgasms and sex with a partner. I think there are a lot of issues of like people acting certain ways because they feel like that's what their partner wants, or faking orgasms. And I feel like some of these things can not necessarily be resolved, but definitely helped out if you are able to just shut out all external influences and just get to really know your own body, and give yourself an orgasm with nothing else involved. And I also just had a thought, I feel like this is getting off topic. This is a personal rule that I have. I don't even know what I wouldn't call it a personal rule. It's just something that I don't do. And that is faking an orgasm. I did it one time when I was younger, and I was just like, there's just no point in it. I don't know why I did it. I felt so weird afterwards. You're not helping yourself or the other person, and you don't owe that to anybody. You don't have to have an orgasm every time you have sex, also, by the way. And by faking it, you're really, again, robbing yourself of that experience and the other person, and you're potentially creating this situation where you wouldn't ever have an orgasm with them because you feel the need to just like keep up this same situation that you have. I just see absolutely no point in faking it. I've talked to so many people now who say they have done it or they will do it, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. If you are in like a heterosexual sexual scenario where maybe the guy finishes first, then you can go ahead and masturbate next to him and finish yourself. I'm sure that would be great for both of you. I'm sure they would be stoked. That's like a situation that is very easily resolved in terms of if you want to have an orgasm. I really would highly advise just to never ever even start faking orgasms, because I think that's like a slippery slope and you're not doing yourself or your partner any favors. Wow, that one really off topic. I get it does have something to do with the video, because like I said, if the other person finishes first, I have no problem in masturbating afterwards. I have a few other really cool benefits, health benefits, if you will, of masturbation that, like any of the other things that I talk about in this video, I have a bunch of articles that I'll have and scientific studies I'll have in the description box, so you can check that out if you want. And if you want to find out more info on this stuff, definitely look it up. But masturbation can decrease the chance of developing a UTI. It strengthens muscle tone in the pelvic and anal areas. It can temporarily strengthen the immune system. And sexual activity, including masturbation, is associated with better cognition as you age. Keeps you smart. All right, y'all, that is it for my first masturbation video. I really think this is gonna be, like I said, a series. I think the next one I will do will be on some tools of the trade. I'm collecting some stuff for you, doing some scientific studies. So if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe below if you haven't yet. If you have any comments or anything you would like to say, I would love to read them. I'm sure they're gonna be very interesting in this video. And yeah, that's it for now. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.